'Tisn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
There's enough to make camp only when the need arises.
I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escape to the castle entrance. Over here, if you please. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
It is not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
Shall we make them rue their own lives?
Battle cannot be avoided. Fight for time.
Very well, if I must.
Would you mind coming over here?
Let us see what you're made of.
You scared? You should be.
Besides, I'm still waiting on that report.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
Now I've gone and stepped it in.
I'd hasten.
We're running low on everything, from provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the monsters lurking on the roads of late. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock and I fear the list I gave him was incomplete. What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'll be paid, of course. Glad to hear it. Here, take this list of additional supplies to Marcus. He ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note and he'll take care of the rest.
It's not my duty.
Well, this simplifies things. Our task is nearly done.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
'Tis as you say.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
Fancy a gander? I'm fine, good.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls.
We're going this way now, I suppose.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
To this world,
Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
come.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime. Do come again.
Now I've gone and stepped it in.
Like it
This looks as good a place as ever. I've got wares of every ilk. Hope to see you again ere long.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale. Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale. Always a pleasure.
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for...
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
We've been called upon to render aid. Let us make haste. Few can weather a harpy assault unaided. Shall we hasten to Sir Ricardo's rescue? A person of import, I take it? Very well. I will lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shall...
We've got goblins! Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true. In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. The chance you'd like to see it.
Few can weather a harpy assault unaided. Shall we hasten to Sir Ricardo's rescue? A person of import, I take it? Very well. I will lead the way.
You're in your hands, sir.
that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have... I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors...
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Our road was a long one.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ricardo. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their...
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Well met.
No chance of my finishing this.
Could you come over here?
I'll take on whatever work you've got. Got any tales to liven up my... Whatever you need, I'll have it.
What can I do you for?
Come to think of it, we've already found what's needed here. It should be in one of our packs.
Marcus ought to be procuring supplies, so hand him that note, and he'll take care of the rest.
This looks as good a place as any.
I mustn't let the captain see my knees now.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Time to be heading home. The best quality a soldier can have is loyalty.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
I'll go and open the chest.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
My sword strikes true! Tis clear you're not...
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
That's everything assembled. A job well done if I do say so myself. Oi! Did you need something? This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look then. Fine. He wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as tis. Say, your arms look free. And make haste. I would depart for the encampment even a moment... Well, go on. You know what to do.
Where ought we to begin our search? That's everything on the list. What say we lighten our packs by delivering it all to Sir Marcus? I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant! I knew I could count on you. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the encampment now. They'll be expecting me.
Shall we report back now? Now that we've delivered the items on the list, I suppose we ought to report back to Sir Geoffrey. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. My pack's grown rather heavy.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden. We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
Oi, many thanks for passing on that list to Marcus. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. I hope 'twasn't too much trouble. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again should the need arise.
Our efforts have...
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
Would you mind coming over here?
I'm nodding off where I stand.
The best quality a soldier can have is loyalty.
It is just another day. Same as the one before.
Watch for the hobgoblin!
Frey, follow me. Thank you. I am in your debt. You're soaked. Do try not to catch cold.
We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us sort of use.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
Come on then. Come on then. Let's dance.
Come on then.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Pleasure doing business with you.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Hail, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the... explosive casks there, as quickly as we may.
It is no great shock to me.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the saurian's net.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Could you come over here?
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
A splendid accomplishment.
Outstanding.
Done at last. Perhaps a brief respite before we take on another?
'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
Follow me, if you would.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Good, we're here.
Pawns aren't permitted entry to the palace, but I would see you to the entrance if I may. Would you mind coming over here?
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Are you coming, Master? Our path is here.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
What is that, a tower? Nay, a statue.
We ought to take a closer look.
In every age, when the Arisen fells the dragon and saves the land, they ascend to the throne. Hence, pawns are treated with respect, as a matter of course here in Vermont. For that, not to mention, they are skilled combatants. 'Tis clear their concept of life and death differs crucially from ours.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Head will roll if aught goes awry.
I'm still waiting on that report.
Pawns are they're said to travel twixt the worlds through those, I'd not mind a journey.
Can't leave my post, I'm afraid. Anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste steam.
There are worse places to make a camp.
The sun has yet to set. We could rest here now, or press on a while longer.
The day grows darker with our every step.
We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
During my travels beyond the rift, I learned of a cave near here that you have yet to explore. Shall I take us there? One moment. I believe we are bound for... Yes, I know the place. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
We've been given a destination. Shall we make our way there? Harpies, Master!
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Griffin gets the worm, as they say.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt. This triumph will spur us into the next.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. Then I shall remain by your side.
I shall pin the fiend in place.
Splendid.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
Never have I encountered goblins, master!
I cannot fault your prowess.
I can do no less in service to the prison.
Well said.
A flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
You have my protection. Very well. I shall return.
I've got wares of every ilk.